Brienne of Tarth and her squire, Podrick Payne, continue their search for Sansa Stark and find themselves at an inn close to Winterfell. Podrick proposes that Sansa might finally be safe now that she is at her family home and far from the Lannisters. Brienne, however, strongly disagrees, arguing that Sansa is in grave danger from the Boltons, the very family who betrayed and murdered her mother and brother. Their discussion is cut short by the arrival of a servant. Sensing his enduring loyalty to the Stark family, Brienne reveals her oath of service to Lady Catelyn. She successfully persuades the servant to secretly deliver a message to Sansa, though her presence must remain hidden. The mere knowledge that a Stark ally is near visibly fortifies the old servant, giving him a renewed sense of hope. In Winterfell, Ramsay Bolton and his lover, Miranda, talk about his planned wedding to Sansa. Miranda confesses that she is jealous of Sansa, particularly because Ramsay had once promised to marry her when he was still a bastard. Ramsay dismisses Miranda's fears, which leads her to suggest that maybe she will find someone else to marry. This enrages Ramsay, who aggressively tells her that she belongs to him and will not be leaving. He adds that her jealousy is beginning to tire him, and she is well aware of what he does to those who bore him. Hearing this threat, Miranda quickly promises that she will never bore him again. Meanwhile, Sansa's maid delivers a secret message from Brienne. To comfort Sansa, the woman assures her that she still has friends in the north. She gives Sansa a signal. If she ever needs help, she should place a lit candle in the highest window of the broken tower. Later, while Sansa is walking through the castle and looking at that very tower, the place where Jaime Lannister pushed her brother Bran from the window, she is met by Miranda. Miranda acts friendly and talks to Sansa about the death of her mother. Claiming she wants to help Sansa remember the past, Miranda takes her down to the kennels. There Sansa is horrified to find Reek, who was once Theon Greyjoy, sleeping in a cage. He wakes up when Sansa arrives, and when she calls him Theon, he only shakes his head in denial. He tells her that she doesn't belong there. The sight of Reek in such a miserable state fills Sansa with anger, and she quickly leaves. While helping Ramsay prepare for dinner, Reek confesses that Sansa saw him in his cage earlier that day. Ramsay, seeking amusement, pretends he will brutally punish Reek for withholding this information. However, he suddenly and unexpectedly forgives him. At the dinner, Ramsay initially acts courteously by toasting his upcoming marriage to Sansa, but he quickly reverts to his cruel nature. He forces Reek to apologize to Sansa for murdering her young brothers, Bran and Rickon. After a painful struggle, Reek manages to whisper an apology. Ramsay then proposes that, since Reek is the closest thing Sansa has to family, he should be the one to give her away at the wedding. Roose Bolton casually agrees to this idea. However, noticing his son's growing overconfidence, Roose has his wife, Valda, announce that she is pregnant with a boy. This news visibly unsettles Ramsay, and Sansa takes clear pleasure in seeing his distress. After their meal, Ramsay confesses his fear that his unborn sibling might one day challenge his right to rule the North. Roose scolds his son for his shameful behavior at the dinner table, but quickly moves past Ramsay's worry about the baby. Instead, he tells Ramsay the story of his own birth. Roose had hanged a miller and then assaulted the man's wife because she had married without his permission. A year later, the woman arrived with a baby, Ramsay, and said Roose was the father. Roose almost had her beaten and the child killed, but the moment he saw the baby, he knew it was his son and chose to raise him. Finally, Roose shares crucial news with Ramsay. Stannis Baratheon and his army are at Castle Black. Stannis's goal is to become king, and to reach the capital, he must first capture Winterfell and the North. Roose asks for Ramsay's help to stop Stannis, and Ramsay agrees.